Hi guys, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. This is episode 11 and it's a little earlier than I would normally be doing an episode, but I was in the mood to do it and I have some acquisitions that are taking up some space and I want to put them away. So I figured it would be a good time to do the video or the episode so I can put all this stuff away, and I know there's some more stuff coming in, so I'll have more for the next video, so we're good. How are you guys? Hope you're well. I am coming down off of a really bad migraine. I went yarn shopping yesterday. I took my dogs to the groomers. Maybe Theo will pop in and show off his fancy schnauzer haircut at some point. He's outside in the sun right now. But while I was waiting for them, because it usually takes hours at the groomers, so like you drop them off at 8 o'clock in the morning and then who knows what time you get to pick them up. In this case, I didn't get to pick them up until 2 o'clock. But while I was yarn shopping to pass the time, I got a really bad migraine. I almost wrecked my car on the drive home because it takes me an hour to get home from the yarn store. And then I passed out for about 5 hours. So yeah, I hadn't had one of those in a while. I get migraines often, but I hadn't had one of those in a bit, and it was a little scary. And now I know in the future that when I start to get those particular symptoms, I need to, what I should have done is gotten a hotel room or something, like a pet-friendly hotel, and not driven. But anyway, made it home okay, passed out, got some sleep, woke up, felt better. Today I have the inklings, like a little remainder of a headache, and I'm just kind of working through it, taking it easy and not moving around too much because a lot of movement exacerbates my headaches sometimes. So I'm just kind of chilling, taking little knitting breaks so my eyes don't get tired. Ooh, speaking of my eyes, guess what, you guys? I don't know if it's because I became a knitter, but my eyeglass prescription, I am no longer on singles and I'm moving on to progressives because I'm apparently going blind. Looking at the tiny little stitches. No, she said it was age because I'm old, but it's fine. So I'm waiting on glasses. And Benton and his lovely young dog, I always forget he's a young dog because he looks like an old man, but he ate my backup glasses. So I have a feeling that might have triggered my headache as I haven't been able to wear my glasses. I do have those magnetic frames, but I don't know where they are. So I gotta find them and wear them. But the doctor said that I could wear my regular, like, single lens glasses while I'm not knitting or reading or working. So when I'm driving, I guess. Yeah, anyway, it's been what, 3 minutes? I've been just random blah. So let me show you a couple of things and then we're just gonna go straight to acquisitions because there are a lot. I bought a lot of yarn yesterday. I didn't even mean to, because like I said, I was just wasting time waiting for my dogs. But I bought a lot of yarn yesterday. And I bought it with intention. I may not have patterns yet, which I said was gonna be my thing. I would only buy yarn I had a pattern for, but yeah. In my brain, I know what I wanna do. So I just gotta find the pattern that fits what I wanna do in my brain. I didn't just pick it up because it's pretty. I was just like, I'm gonna put these colors together and I'm gonna make something. I'm on a shawl kick right now, which is weird because I don't wear shawls. But I'm gonna start because I'm liking the making of them. I like making them. Maybe I'll do like a big giant shawl wall art wall or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell them, donate them. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let me show you stuff. I showed you guys the Rainbow Connection sock set yarn. Well, while I was dyeing the other day, I decided to try to glaze one of them and totally screwed it up and dyed it. But I like it. So now it's like a gray rainbow. I'm debating doing a couple more like this, just because I like it. Or just keeping this one for myself to make some socks with or something. Or a shawl. I don't know. It's pretty though. I like what it did. I don't know, we'll see. And then I was dyeing, I told you guys last time I was gonna dye some of the rainbow minis. I was gonna redo that, and I was thinking about doing black, and I did. Hi Theo, come here, show everybody your haircut. And I was gonna do a large skein. I did a large skein, and then I decided not to put the colors in it and leave it as is. And I think I might do a couple more of these, and this will be my crow. Can't rain all the time. Theo, come back. Come show people your haircut. Come here. Come on. Look, he looks like a schnauzer again, you guys. Look, come here. Look up. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Sorry, he was looking rough, but he looks good now. And then I dyed more minis. So these look better than the ones that I showed last episode. However, I spilled some black, so some of them have like brown bits. And I'm wondering if I should dye more, like without this accident on them, or if I just leave it as is and sell these as they are. I don't know. I think it kind of adds a little character to it, but it was a mistake, so I don't know. And then while I was dyeing these, I use, like, I learned this from Kim Knits. I used yarn mops. This is my yarn mop from dyeing the rainbow, right? Like, looking at this, you wouldn't think this, right? But what I did is, like, I hand paint the rainbows. So when I do those, I let the dye sit for a second so the color takes, and then I roll the yarn mop over it to get the excess water, which usually doesn't have a lot of color left in it, but some of it did. And I got this. And I really like it, and I kind of want to dye some more rainbows so I can do some more yarn mops. I don't know. But that's all I dyed. And then knitting. Where's my sweater? I finished the color work of the swallow sweater. Still on the short cables because I just haven't moved them. But I finished the color work. I'm a little weirded out about the yoke being so long. Like, I feel like I should have separated for sleeves already, but I still have 16 rows to go before I separate for sleeves, which is weird. I don't know, maybe it'll make sense. But I finished all the birds. I think they're beautiful. I love them. And I love, like, the little trails. My head's starting to hurt again. Alright, so finished that. And then I told you guys the shift that I was doing. I saw, like, the Spark sweater, and I was thinking maybe I would save that yarn. I've decided to save it. And I started another shift using some leftover Baracco I had from my night shift and the yarn I had left over from my Avena sweater, because this was the dark color in my gradient. So I had a lot of it left, obviously, because I only used like this much. So I'm using that to do the shift. And yeah, I know, yellow orange, but I had all of this left and I do like this. So I'm using that to do this. And then my socks, I did pick them up a little bit, so now I'm on the toes. So they should be done whenever I have time to work on the toes. And the oldest whip I had that I showed you guys, somebody wanted to see what the first thing I ever knit was, and I showed you guys. Well, I finally decided what I wanted to do with it. I ripped it apart, or I frogged it, and I am turning it into a triangle shawl. So I think this will, I'm already on the, like, I finally finished that first ball of yarn, so now I'm on the second, and I think this will be really pretty. And I have 2 more skeins, so it'll be just a giant basic triangle shawl. And this is my TV knitting, because it's just knit. I decided to keep it garter stitch because I like the way the yarn looked. I did a swatch of it in stockinette and I didn't like it, so yeah. Okay, that's the knitting. That was 10 minutes. Good, good, good. All right, acquisitions. I got the coolest cup and I am jealous of their logo and I wish it was mine because it's almost perfect. Like if it was a movie screen, it would be perfect. But I got Knitflix and Chill. And look at this. Why isn't this my logo? Stupid glare. Hold on. Why isn't that my logo? That's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. I'm jealous. But I liked it a lot, so got a cup. And this is from Tangerine Designs on Etsy. I think it's Tangerine 8 on Etsy. And it came with a little Knitflix and Chill sticker. So that was cool. Okay. I bought Spin Cycle, y'all. What happened was, the designer of the Avena sweater, Jennifer Steingass, came out with a new sweater for the Portland Rose City Yarn Crawl, which I really wish I was at because it looks like it was a whole lot of fun and I love Portland. But her new sweater is called Forest Light and it's made with sport weight yarn, which I love. And yeah, I've decided, well, when I went to the yarn store, they didn't have the quantity I needed for the main body of the sweater, but the yarn that I bought for my Cloud Break sweater would be perfect with the Spin Cycle that I bought. And that said, I also went online because originally I was gonna get Quince & Company. Is this the Chickadee Heather? I was gonna get this color, this tannish brown color, to be the background of the sweater. And this is the one they didn't have enough of, but I found it at another yarn store online, so I went ahead and ordered it, not realizing I had that beigeish yarn that I bought for the Cloud Break sweater that I could use. So when that yarn arrives, I will compare it to the Spin Cycle I bought and decide which one I want to use. The good thing is, if I decide I want to use the yarn that I originally bought for the Cloud Break sweater, I can use this brown to do the Cloud Break sweater instead. It works. And I told you guys I really like this weird grayish, bluish, purpley color. They had it in stock. They had 23 skeins of it, so I got that too. I might go back for more because I do want to make like a full sweater out of it, but I got it for something else. But anyway, let me show you. This is the Spin Cycle I bought. And the messed up thing is, one of the reasons I should have used Yarn Hero is because one skein of Yarn Hero would be all I needed to make this sweater. Whereas I had to buy 2 skeins of the Spin Cycle and I'm only going to use maybe a quarter of this one. But anyway, I don't know what was in my head yesterday. I really like this. And the color is called Stay Out of the Forest. And I'm going to use it for the forest sweater. Okay. And then I admittedly don't have anything for this particular skein of Spin Cycle, but I had to buy it because it's blue. I'll find something. I'll find something. I'll find something. Okay. And then if I change my mind, I have some other yarn coming with my, no, never mind. I'm Forest Light. That's what that's for. Okay. Because I said buy stuff with intention. Okay. And if you guys remember, I'll try to pop in a picture. The Bless You tee I said I wanted to make, I've decided to make that with Quince & Company. And it was gray, pink, and white on the original one. I've decided to keep with the gray. This is that Tournay color. And can you see how it's not quite gray? It's like blue and kind of purpley and green. And it's not like a full-on gray. It's a really pretty heathered, multicolored yarn. So making that. And then pink really isn't my color. But this is more like a dusky color. This is cedar. So it's going to be torn cedar instead of that blush pink color. And then, what's this one called? Andoin. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Which is like a beigey color. So I'm going to use these to make the Bless You tee. I think that'll be pretty. Sorry, my head. Go through this a little quicker. Then I want to make a hat. I've never made a hat. I want to make a hat. This is Woolstock worsted, and it comes into just this giant bundle of, I want to say there are, is it 7 colors? 7 colors with 3 minis each. So there's 21 minis in a little bundle, and I want to make a hat. Here's my thing. Dear Woolstock, this is wasteful. If you're gonna sell them in a bundle, all your info is here. You don't need these. You're killing trees for no reason. Okay, so I got this to make a hat. I need to find a hat pattern. I think maybe that hat that everybody's been making, the muscle burrow. But I want to make a really slouchy hat, like the kind that people with dreads wear, because dreads. But I think those are mostly crocheted. So I don't know. Hat. That's the plan. It wasn't too bad, right? However, there is a shop that I haven't been to since the yarn crawl because they are far, but I had a lot of time to kill. I went there first. All of that was from McKinney Knittery because I went there on my way back because I had to pass it on to get home. I told you. All right. So the thing with this shop, and it is called Quixotic Fibers. And if you remember my first video, which is also, I think, my worst video on the podcast, but my first video ever, isn't that always the case though? I went to the store and I was like, the minute you walk in, you're hit by a wall of Malabrigo. I forgot that when I went in there. I should have known the temptation would be too great. Y'all. Oh, I had more McKinney Knittery yarn. Hold on. I mixed up my bags last night. I got Suburban Stitcher. I decided I want to do a fade something or other. I want to make a fade sweater, and I have more purpley yarns in my stash. So this is the Suburban Stitcher Merino DK. This is the colorway Joy, which I think is really pretty. And this is, I think, Gothic. And they look really good together. They had another one that would look good, that would look really good with these two in a fade, but I already have yarn in the stash that would fit the fade that I want to do. Problem I discovered when I got home is I bought DK, and the fade uses 2 strands of fingering to make DK weight, so I misread it and I don't need these for my fade. I need to go through my stash and use fingering weight, because the way that you do the fade is you drop 1 skein of the color and add the skein of the next color, and so it's like a more subtle fade. I screwed up, but these will get used because it's colors, man. Nice. Okay. Was that it for McKinney Knittery? Yes. Okay. Okay, back to Quixotic Fibers. And I found out that the yarn I mentioned, Life in the Long Grass, which was one in the Q&A, which was one of my favorite yarns that was hard to find. They have it at Quixotic Fibers. So I got a little bit This is the colorway Oxidized, and I had seen this online, but I hadn't seen it in person, and I really like it. And this one, and this is just their regular merino nylon base. This one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with, because I really like the colorway. It's the Moon base, and it's called Rain, but this is their merino silk. And I only have one other merino silk, I think. Well, with this much silk. So I don't know. They don't go together. So we'll see. I'm thinking this is going to end up being in a shawl or something, because it's fingering weight. Ready for the Malabrigo. I went a little crazy, I will admit. I went a little crazy. But I had things in mind. See the little speckles? See them? This is Gobber. Is that the guy in Pinocchio? The one that turns into the donkey? I think that might be what this is. Because you know they had like the Disney collection? I don't remember. But I really liked this, and when I originally picked it up, I said I was gonna be socks, because it's perfect for socks. But it might be in a fade because I have some neutral toned yarn that would fit a fade. I want to make that lip poof sweater that's a fade, but I want to make it a V-neck, and I don't know how to do that. So I'm trying to find a pattern I can mix with it to make it a V-neck, and I'm not going to do the poofy sleeves. They're just going to be normal sleeves. I just want to do the fade the way that they describe it in the pattern, and it was a free pattern. So anyway, so that's that. Oh, my head. All right. And then, like I said, purples. I got these to do the faded sweater, and then I got home and realized I didn't need DK. But this isn't Pearl. Is this Pearl 10? I didn't know Pearl 10 was purple. I feel like my labels have been mixed up. Are we sure? This is Pearl 10? This isn't Pearl 10. I swear this label is mixed up. This is lavender or something. I don't know. See, this color. It's gonna bother me. I don't think this is Pearl 10. Whatever. And this is Pearl. And I thought these would go really good with these and a fade. And I screwed it up and got the wrong weight. That's okay. I could technically do a DK weight and not the two fingerings together, but the fade wouldn't be as smooth. Okay. And then I got Sir. Look at those speckles. And Wales Road. And Azul Profundo. That's gonna be a fade. I'm thinking this one's gonna be a shawl, maybe. Or that's what I had in my head when I picked it up. And then I got these to do a cowl. So there's that BFL that I made the copperhead tee out of, the beige grayish color. I'm trying to decide if I want to use another skein of Candome and just do those same colors to do the cowl, the Triceratops cowl, or if I want to use Va. And I already had a skein of Va, but my skein was darker, and this one has, like, the green is more dominant. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this with the BFL to do the Triceratops. And then I got Cielo y Tierra? I don't know. I'm not having good luck with Spanish today. And I have Malabrigo Rios in a denim colorway. that would go really good with this. So it's gonna be color work, or not really color work, but like a stripe and a sweater. So like this part, and then this is Potion, and I have this, but I have it in sock weight. So it's very subtle because this one's just slightly darker than this one. So like this, and then the denim is gonna be a good top, I think. So I got these to make a sweater. And that is my Malabrigo haul. And then, you knew I told you guys it's gonna be a haul video. Mustache yarn, I need to unsubscribe from some newsletters because I wouldn't know about these things if I didn't get the newsletter. But I got the newsletter. So this is Ready Player One. Now, with my whole I'm only buying yarn that I have patterns for, self-striping doesn't count. Because it's self-striping. This is Around the Corner. Hi Theo, I can hear you breathing. And this is Hook, which I really blew. So, stripies. And that's it. And I have more on the way because I have the yarn for my, hey, no. I have the yarn for my farmhouse cardie coming. I have my Yarnosaurus Jurassic World monthly. I have, sorry. I have the Quince & Company yarn that I ordered, the brownish tan color. And I have some self-striping I ordered at Valentine's Day, not realizing that it was like a month turnaround or a 3-week turnaround for the dyer. I have yarn from Pretty Twisted that I ordered a while ago, but she's been sick. So I still have that coming eventually. I have some bags that I ordered. I have this really pretty bag I ordered from Circle of Stitches. I can't wait to show you. It's got owls on it. And I think that's it. That's it. Okay, so there you go. You got an early episode. With that said, I'm probably not gonna do another episode this coming weekend. So it'll probably be 2 more weeks until the next episode, maybe. We'll see. I still need to dye some more. Oh, you guys, I got labels. Hold on, let me show you one of those real quick. If you guys like was it the 100 subscriber giveaway where I dyed the Cosmos yarn? I think it was. But when I dyed that yarn, I dyed a skein of Stellina that I had in stash as well, and that's what this is. It's like iridescent Stellina, which I haven't found anywhere except on this Etsy site. Although I think Paradise Fibers has iridescent Stellina, but this yarn has like a weird texture to it, and I don't know if I like it. But anyway, I dyed this at the same time, but look, my labels. My labels came. And I have discovered that I thought the printer did it, but it's the actual label PDF thing that I have. One of my little corners is bigger than the rest, but it's fine. It's not that noticeable unless you're me. But yeah, I think that looks good, right? Looks good. Again, I forgot to leave space for things, but I have some stickers that look like movie tickets with the yarn base on them, and I just need to write the colorways. And that is my goal for this week, is to label up all the yarn I've dyed so far. But I almost look professional. Okay, I'm gonna go lay back down before this gets like it was yesterday, and which I cannot handle. Anyway, happy knitting, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.